It's time for good energy, and I'm Dr. Julie, and welcome to Bodyful Day 215. We are talking about new job and the senses. Today we're talking about the kinesthetic sense. Now you may be thinking that we're talking about the vestibular sense, but we already took care of that. I am bouncing on my exercise ball for a completely different reason. Not really, but there are some really rapid bats coming out. It is dusk here in southeastern Iowa, and we are moving into fall. It started out this morning very chilly, but now there are still enough insects in the air that the bats are swooping and diving. It's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to talk about kinesthetic sense. Remember that the kinesthetic sense is the feeling of movement in the joints and the body. And so we're going to talk about how that can be used to help you out to have enough energy to succeed at your new job through good energy in and because of those stressors. All right, so let's start with our basics. Let's go ahead and take our deep breath in and release. Ooh, I'm gonna cough. My mint leaf went down the wrong tube. And this time we're going to take a deep breath in, breathe in through your belly, chest, all the way up into your sinuses, and release. I was going to say tuck my tailbone, but that mint leaf is just in the wrong spot. All right. And last but not least, we breathed into our worst job yesterday. Honestly. There, I think I cleared it. So today we are going to breathe into your best job or your most favorite job. That could be your job right now. It could be your job from when you were in high school. Go ahead and breathe into your memory of your favoritist. Your favorite, most favorite job. Take a deep breath in and release. All right, so we are working through, this is day 6 of new job in the senses. We are working through the sensory input that can be brought into a new job experience that helps you succeed. And we're working off of the healing equation. The healing equation is energy to heal equals good energy in minus stressors. And in this case, we're not talking about energy to heal. We're talking about energy to succeed, energy to make it through your day, energy to be able to go home and still feel energetic when you get there equals good energy and minus stressors. And we've talked about the fact that new jobs can be clean slates, where you set up boundaries, you create new habits, so that because you have a completely new atmosphere, you can go ahead and create novelty and uniqueness that has sort of the oomph to get you going. We also know that there are stressors with the new job because you've got new systems, new procedures, new places, new furniture, new you name it, we've got it in there. So today we're going to talk about the kinesthetic sense. And the kinesthetic sense is the movement of your joints and the movement and stretch in your muscles and joints. Now, on Thursday, we talked about the vestibular sense. And we talked about the fun that can be added when you have a particular chair. So if you've got a spinny chair, you can spin. I talked about sort of the little disc that you could sit on. Now, vestibular also means that we could do exercise ball. That could be fun. We talked about rocking back in a chair. Now, kinesthetic is not your relationship to G-forces, it's to what your muscles and joints are doing. And so a good chair can give you good muscle joint combination. So we've talked about ergonomics before. We've talked about the fact that you want to be 2 feet flat on a surface. May not be the floor because you're short, but you want to have your feet on a surface that come right off from your chair, and you want to make sure that your hands are when they drop down from your shoulders, that your keyboard is right here. You're not here or here to get to your keyboard. And then that your screen is something where you're not here and you're not here, and you're not here to work on it. It is right here. So ergonomics have a significant role in kinesthetics, because if you are at the wrong ergonomics, then muscles and joints that should not be stressed when you work become stressed. And that stress adds to or subtracts from the energy to have to successfully succeed at your new job. Now, we can talk about ergonomics with office job, but we can also talk about ergonomics with any other job. For example, if you are mowing lawns and your lawnmower is heavier than you're used to pushing, or if the handle is up a little bit too high for you, you're going to end up straining those shoulders. So there are ways to tilt various, there is a reason why a lot of our equipment now, our cars, our lawnmowers, a lot of our equipment comes with the capacity to change heights, because we need that in order to not strain our shoulders, not strain our low backs. We talked about a couple of weeks ago about police officers wearing belts versus vests, how that distributes that 35 plus pounds of weight over their body, and how that affects their kinesthetic, and then their kinesthetic, and then their muscles and joints, because too much weight puts stress on their body. So when we think about a new job in kinesthetics, you need to think about, what kind of chair do I have? What kind of equipment do I have? Is it set up in a way that I can maintain a relaxed posture when I'm here? If you are in a kitchen and you are a cook, but you are shorter than most people, your elbows are going to be a little higher when you're trying to chop. That is going to cause this. If you are cutting hair and you're, again, a little shorter, and your chair the chairs do not go down low enough so that you aren't up here while you're trying to cut people's hair, then you need to find some way to lift yourself up so that you aren't working up here, so that you are working more here, or even better, working here to get the job done. So kinesthetically, muscles and joints need to be in as relaxed a position as they can. And if they aren't at your new job, they're going to provide you with stress. So how do we work on good energy in? If you cannot change your ergonomics, and the thing is that the better your ergonomics, the less stress your muscles and joints are under. Even if you have a job of heavy lifting, if you have the right support mechanisms in, and the right ways of lifting and the right ways of moving things, your muscles and joints will be fine in that job, even if it's intense physical labor, as long as your kinesthetics, as long as your joints and muscles aren't saying, whenever you do this, you overwork this muscle. All right, so what do you do if you got the kinesthetics are kind of okay? What are some kinesthetic good energy in that you can add? You can, again, we've talked about this before, you can schedule walking breaks. You can schedule movement breaks throughout your day, so that even if you are in a compromised muscular kinesthetic posture, you can relax things. You can practice the stomping exercises we did in the first day. You can shake. You can walk fast. If you feel up to it, you can do push-ups against the wall in the hallway. Depending upon what type of job you do, kinesthetic energy, the energy of joints and muscles, can give you energy back so that you actually can succeed at your job. So getting up and taking breaks, or maybe instead of a chair, you get an exercise ball and you sit on that, as long as it's blown up to the right level so that your hands are at the right place and you can type. So there are a number of ways you can adapt what you have so that you get good energy in from your kinesthetics rather than stressful energy. And if you can do that, that of course contributes to your energy to succeed in your new job. All right, before I start to lose a light, I am going to wrap this up. So we have one more day left. And I will see you here tomorrow. Take a deep breath in and release. Take care.